You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Speed on the land and speed in the air are all fine and good.
But if you want something that'll really tug on your anchor, you gotta check out the Cambridge Classic Powerboat Regatta. I've never been out here before, so this is very exciting for me. Tell me a little bit about the history of the powerboat races.
Well, the history is long and deep. This is the 113th year we've run these things. They started back in 1911. Two young men were out playing with their father's boats. Mr. Alfred DuPont was sitting out here anchored, watched them and said, have you guys ever thought about racing those boats? And that began it. The sport has grown. Whenever you put two men together, they're going to try whatever they have. Bicycles, horses, cars, doesn't make any difference. And for us, boats just is a natural. And so over the years, boat racing has been big here. I remember as a kid, there were as many as 15 boats racing out of Cambridge alone. And there were races all up and down the peninsula. We've had some of the sport's top builders of engines and boats, as well as drivers, come out of this area.
The Cambridge Classic Powerboat Regatta is more than just a collection of those top builders and drivers. It's also an event that brings families together. And I'm not just referring to those families watching from the shoreline. Jimmy Stewart of Jessel Powerboat Racing explained that the family tree roots run deep in the world of powerboat racing.
It's a whole family affair for us. My sister Peg and I ride in one boat. Peg's two kids, Sam and Max Awancio, drive the JS45 in the red. My oldest daughter Courtney Truelove and her husband Dallas drive the JS721, going skipping crazy. And my youngest daughter Abigail Langford drives with her husband Brendan Langford riding and the JS41, the Crabster. So we're all here. We're all originally here from the Eastern Shore. So it's great to be here. Cambridge is a great place to come. I remember coming here as a kid, and always a great event. My club hosts a race here in July 20 and 21 of this year as well. Love coming here. It's great. The support with the people in the area. The Chamber of Commerce does a ton here. They had a great concert here last night. A bunch of people there, had a great time. So just a lot of fun.
Jimmy's sister Peg Awancio shared her enthusiasm for not just powerboat racing, but why the Cambridge Classic is so special.
There's nothing like seeing it in person. It's here, especially in Cambridge, the front straightaway with the starting line is really close to the shoreline. I don't think that there's another race site that we go to in the United States or Canada, we race in both countries, where you've got a better view of all the boats coming across the start-finish line at the start of the race and heading into the first turn, which is where it all happens. You never want to look away for the first turn, because that's when every boat in the heat is side by side, and if something's going to happen, that's where it is. My children grew up in it. Jimmy's children grew up in it. We grew up in it. We were toddlers when our dad was involved, and my son was in diapers when we started racing as adults. So, but it's a dream come true for our family. Something that when we were little kids running around the races, we never thought in a million years that we'd be the ones on the race course.
With so many descending upon Jerry Boyle Park from all up and down the eastern seaboard, Alan told me that he hopes that more and more locals will come out to enjoy the weekend, ensuring that the Cambridge Classic Powerboat Regatta will be around for years to come.
My hope is that we can have folks that have never been to a race before to come out and give it a try. I mean, just take a look.
The Cambridge Classic Powerboat Regatta returns to the Chop Tank the weekend of May 17th and 18th next year.
Get more info at cpbra.com. We'll check out your latest photos when Outdoors Delmarva returns.